February 27, 2026, dawn breaks over the South China Sea. A Philippine fishing boat, the Maria Clara, works near Scarborough Shoal. Suddenly, a Chinese Coast Guard vessel appears, its presence menacing. The fishermen freeze, bracing for confrontation. But today, something changes. On the horizon, the USS John Finn, a U.S. Navy destroyer, appears, silent, watchful. The Chinese vessel hesitates, its aggression tempered by the American presence. This quiet standoff is the first sign of a new reality. Just days earlier, Manila and Washington signed a landmark strategic alliance. The Philippines has chosen to deepen ties with the United States, forging a partnership that will reshape Asia's future. For the fishermen, the American warship is hope, a sign they're no longer alone. For world leaders, it's a bold move in the Indo-Pacific chess game. The world watches, breath held, as a new era dawns over these contested waters. The alliance is more than symbolism. It's a signal of shifting power. The South China Sea is now the stage for a high-stakes drama. The balance has shifted, and nothing will be the same. The dawn marks not just a new day, but a new era. What's in this new agreement? It's a sweeping upgrade of U.S.-Philippines ties. The Indo-Pacific Stability and Partnership Accord expands beyond military cooperation. The U.S. gains access to key Philippine bases, not to build new forts, but to upgrade and pre-position supplies. This means faster, more flexible responses to crises, military or humanitarian. Joint training, intelligence sharing, and advanced U.S. technology will modernize the Philippine military. But it's not just about defense. Billions in U.S. investment will boost Philippine infrastructure, digital networks, and key industries like semiconductors and green energy. The goal: economic resilience and alternatives to Chinese offers. There's also a new tech partnership: cybersecurity, AI, and space exploration. The U.S. will help build the Philippines' digital defenses and high-tech sector. This alliance is about confronting today's threats and seizing tomorrow's opportunities. It's a blueprint for shared prosperity and security. The partnership is deeper and broader than ever before. Why this deal, and why now? China's aggressive moves in the South China Sea have pushed the Philippines to the brink. Years of maritime harassment and broken economic promises from Beijing left Manila seeking a more reliable partner. The U.S. saw an opportunity to reinforce its Indo-Pacific strategy. The Philippines' strategic location is vital, linking allies from Japan to Australia. For Manila, the risks of inaction outweighed the risks of action. For Washington, failing to act would weaken its credibility in Asia. Both nations reached a tipping point. The alliance is a decisive response to growing threats and shifting realities. It's a necessary move for security and sovereignty. Beijing condemned the U.S.-Philippines Accord, calling it a threat to regional stability. China's likely response: more aggressive patrols, economic pressure, and gray zone tactics in disputed waters. The message to Manila and the region is clear: closer U.S. ties come with costs. Meanwhile, allies like Japan and Australia welcome the deal, seeing it as a boost to regional security. They may deepen their own cooperation with the Philippines. Other Southeast Asian nations, like Malaysia and Indonesia, are wary. They fear being forced to choose sides in a U.S.-China rivalry. Officially, they call for dialogue and de-escalation. Privately, they're reassessing their own strategies. The region is more polarized, and the stakes are higher. The new alliance is reshaping Asia's diplomatic landscape. The alliance is a game-changer for Asia's military, economic, and political order. U.S. forces in the Philippines shift the military balance, complicating China's plans near Taiwan and the South China Sea. Faster response times and better surveillance raise the stakes for any confrontation. Economically, U.S. investment offers a transparent alternative to China's Belt and Road, fueling Philippine growth and inspiring others. Politically, the deal strengthens a pro-U.S. bloc: Japan, Australia, and, now, the Philippines. ASEAN's unity and neutrality will be tested as members align more clearly with Washington or Beijing. A stronger Philippines backed by the U.S. may deter aggression and clarify red lines, but more military assets mean higher risks of miscalculation. The region faces a new equilibrium, more stable, but more tense. The contest for influence is now front and center. Asia's future will be shaped by this alliance. The dance of deterrence has begun. The impact of this alliance goes far beyond Asia. America's focus shifts to the Indo-Pacific, asking Europe to shoulder more security in its own backyard. The U.S.-Philippines deal will reshape global supply chains, reducing reliance on China for critical goods. The Philippines could become a new manufacturing hub, splitting the global economy into US and China-aligned spheres. Smaller nations worldwide are watching, weighing their own choices in great power competition. The success or failure of this partnership will influence decisions from Africa to Latin America. This is more than a regional story. It's a defining moment for the 21st century. Alliances, economic models, and global rules are all in flux. What happens in the South China Sea will ripple across the world. This power shift matters for everyone, everywhere.